Hello and welcome to the story of how my guide dog got saved by the personnel of ÖBB, by the mobility service to be more specific. So I'm Amber and this is Max, my guide dog. And in the background we have got Ash and her guide dog and her pet dog.
We're just here for more support.
Right, they are. So my cute guide dog and I went to go by train. And due to me being disabled and Max being incapable of pressing buttons for obvious reasons, I mean, you needed help, we required the help of the mobility service, which help you enter the train, change the train, and exit the train. And so we woke up very early to catch an early train, and he was still very tired. And when he woke up, he was a bit awkward because, well, if you're deep in sleep, that sometimes happens. And so when he jumped out, he slipped and fell between the gap of the train station and the train. And I can tell this now very relaxed, but back then I was like, oh my gosh, what am I supposed to do? Help! And I was lucky enough that I had the leash in my hand, so I could prevent him from slipping further, but he got stuck there. And I couldn't pull him up, and the one who helped us exit the train was standing beside us, staring very shocked with mouth agape, or I'm assuming he stared very shocked. Couldn't see him very well because I was kind of, first, visually impaired, and secondly, I was kind of busy trying to get my dog out there. Anyway, so I kind of yelled at him. I think if he's watching this now, I'm very sorry that I yelled at you. Anyhow, so that he should help me, please, without the please, and a bit more demanding, if I'm being honest here. And he was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Of course, I'm gonna help. And then he ran over and helped me pull him out. And I was so thankful that he was there, because otherwise I wouldn't have gotten him out. And also because he was standing there, the train couldn't start because they had to wait for him. So there was no way of Max accidentally slipping further and getting kind of squeezed, which would have been very bad. So yeah, that's the story of how my dog got saved by ÖBB, by their super great mobility service.
Maybe mention that he was uninjured and...
Yes, my dog is fine. He was uninjured and even shook himself right after, which means he shook off the stress, which is very nice. And my dad and I watched him afterwards to see if he was all right. And we looked for any kinds of bruises or everything. So thanks to my dad too for doing that. I think he was smiling while doing it, because I was very careful that there was not an inch on my dog hurt. And I think he was very amused, because obviously there was not. Apparently for someone who could see, it was. And I was like, was this toenail like this before? And was this like this before? And everything was all right. But I was like, oh my gosh, his behind got stuck there. And yes. But anyway, my dog is fine. Everything went well. And I'm very glad for that. So thank you, ÖBB, thank you, Dad, and thank you guys for watching.